Spirit, give me a moment. Let me brighten up my screen so I can see you when you say something to me and I can see me. So, look at that. That's that Texan sun, baby. Hot as all get out. It is Wednesday, June 28th. I got about 2.5, 3 weeks to find a place to stay. Not really the most important thing in the moment. Things are moving along. The father is working with me. The job is finally working, or the business, I should say, is finally working with me. Life seems to be turning out pretty freaking amazing. So I'm going to do something that I don't normally do. So I'm back. We are going to walk down to the Circle K and get my afternoon coffee, that thing, and maybe a popsicle. So anyway, I do owe you guys a follow-up to Monday. Suffice it to say, these folks can't stand me now because I went ahead and did the right thing. And in some ways, they want to hold it against me. They'd like to retaliate. Since they can't retaliate against me, they're retaliating against the people around me. It's not unexpected or even unanticipated. The thing is, I'm so freaking used to it that it doesn't faze me, I think, in the way that it should. It's kind of like Stockholm Syndrome, or, well, what I have, complex PTSD. The part of me that recognizes the thing is bad and still, I don't react in the way that they want me to, because I'm not going to stress out. I'm not going to pop fly. None of those things. Hey, Sister Enage, how are you? Yeah, I apologize for not going live yesterday. After all the heat and walking and frustration on Monday, I needed to take a down day, and I really didn't get to as much as I would have wanted, yet I did. I took a couple of naps. I kept it low key. I hid in my room, and I'm gonna do it again today in a little bit. But I had to get out because there's just too many people, too many problems, too much negative energy, too much misery in one place. I know that misery loves company, and I told y'all I don't commiserate. So at the end of the day, no matter how you slice it, I have to get away. And I'm coming to find I would rather get away more and more often. Spirit saying something about a coffin, and what I can tell you is that it's like a tomb in there. Oh my God, look at the clouds, you guys. This is so freaking beautiful. Hold on. Whoops, wrong thing. Hitting the wrong buttons out here. This is the one I need. Come on, turn it around. Spirit, you're doing the most. Spirit. My device is going to get hot really quick, so I'm going to make moves. I'm not trying to annoy you too much with my... Oh, girl, no, I appreciate it, Sister Enage. Because, like I said, it lets me know that I'm still regular out here and that people care about me. Look at that. I can tell you that the most amazing thing since I started my live streams and my business and being at the GRM is meeting genuine people who I can see or feel their sincerity. It's not just words to me, even though there are plenty of those people present too. Isn't that beautiful? Dude, I'm really hoping that will turn into some rain clouds at some point and come heading our way. We need some rain out here. I guarantee you we do. But yet, I can say Today has been a good day. I started a different anxiety med. It's made me a little bit sleepy. I hate the fact that I have to take an anxiety med when I would rather just smoke my weed. If that's coming, what I was going to say is, I know you're like, well, Janine, how are you going to be president of the United States and you don't want to do the people thing? The truth of the matter is, I don't have to be around people all the time to lead them, to care about them or for them. I don't even have to like them or love them to be able to do the right thing by people. And what I'm coming to recognize is people use labels as a crutch to not do the right thing. Sorry, I'm trying to hit shady spots so my phone won't turn off like it did last time. Because like that was maybe a 25-minute walk, but with the streaming, it just stopped. Also, I got a new Wi-Fi pack, so I'll be doing more streams where I'll be able to just sit still somewhere and turn on the music again and do like we used to. I so miss the old live streams. I will not lie. When we played music and spirit moved us all and we had real conversations and joy. Not that we don't today, but there's just something different about music being present. Anyway, dang it, I hate when I stutter. I'm telling you, though, they're one of my favorite things. Good afternoon. Okay, so I heard a gentleman today very loudly say, who the fuck you talking to? And my heart skipped a beat. And I think I almost flinched, like as if I knew that he was going to hit me. He wasn't talking to me. He was talking to someone else, his own person. And then later on, it escalated, and folks was going to do some stuff and whatnot. It calmed down, yet there's this residual ookie. That's the anxiety, this residual ookie in me that we excuse things as just words. So that when we are hit with unjust words, we really don't know what to do. That statement, who the fuck you think you're talking to? Apparently, someone said something unjust or inappropriate to him. Yet, was that the appropriate response? Or do you just leave? Was my response appropriate? Or should I have just left? Thankfully, there was someone there who saw my anxiety and distracted me, began to hold a conversation with me about absolutely nothing, just so that I could breathe and get through it. Unfortunately, I cared about the gentleman who made the statement, so it still stuck with me. It resonated with me. More than anything, it dawned on me that we think it's normal, yet it's not healthy. I'm sorry, it's regular. It's not normal, and it's not healthy. How about that? That's what I mean to say. There's nothing normal or healthy about having to raise your voice in that way. And repeatedly, especially to the person who's supposed to be your person and in front of others. It shows a lack of respect on all sides. And that's the difficult part for me. Just the lack of respect that we have gotten comfortable with, accustomed to, so that it doesn't faze us. The number of people who didn't move, who it didn't even register with them, it was perplexing. You know? Then one of my favorite gentlemen is going through it. Yelling is not a comfortable place for. Yeah, I raised my fellas for the longest time. Not like we didn't yell in the house. You know, it's 3 boys. So to keep rambunctious boys from yelling, that's an accomplishment in and of itself. Yet I managed it. More specifically, Um, we had a way of communicating that was comfortable and healthy. You know, we had a code for certain things. I see one, I see three. Um, you know, where your brother at? You know, I'm trying to, that thing. But we didn't yell across the house. We didn't yell up the stairs. To this day, we're uncomfortable with yelling. And I just don't know how to take it. Being in this space where I don't have control over my own space and things. Um, to make you guys aware, yeah, I think I'm gonna get the mango one with the spicy stuff on it. It's my favorite, so don't judge me. I actually like the walnut one too, but I'm trying to make sure I let go of as much dairy as possible. So I pretty much limit it to my Dunkin' in the afternoon. But I'm making changes every day, trying to give up most of the salty beef products and all that jazz. Limiting my sodium, my cheese, my dairy, trying to get healthy, more fruits and berries, all of that stuff. Um, so you should know that the health inspector came yesterday. She sat out there for at least an hour and 20 minutes writing her report, which is, as a culinarian, I just know isn't a good thing. There was still no placement of the safety and sanitation rating. Perhaps it's different in the state of Arizona. Yet I know that things had to change. As I said, they came up to me. I happened to sit down where she was. Hi, baby doll. And can I get a pack of Newport Woodlands in a box, please? Hold on one second.
This one, right?
Yes.
And it was a Newport?
Yes. Excellent. Yes.
Just one of them?
Just one.
All right. Alright, 2052. Did you want a bag?
That part. PTSD is real.
Right now,
No.
you don't have any. Okay, that one got you 10 cents.
Did you want a receipt?
No, I'm good, baby. Thank you.
Got your receipt?
You too. Okay, so first of all, I don't know if y'all noticed, as soon as that thing went boom, I lost my stuff. Because PTSD is real, okay? Secondly, oh, have mercy. As I was saying, look, I know you love it. Okay, anyway. Forgive me. It's very difficult to get over cooties when it's like 75 degrees in my room and 105 outside. It's just not happening the way you want it to. So, here's what happened. Yesterday, after lunch, I just go to sit down in the upper commons area in the lobby. And as I'm looking across from me, there she is, the health inspector. I worked through all of my triggers, Sister Enage, which is why we're doing this live stream, because I'm trying to work through that one. Because I know that the words weren't okay. I know that things were unjust, yet if I have these things that I have to work through, how can I judge anyone else? We're all a work in progress, right? So I'm learning to adjust accordingly. We're gonna stand here for a minute. It's hot out here. And as soon as I get this popsicle in the sun and this phone, it's over. whole thing. You hear me? Okay. Yeah. I sit down. I look up. She's sitting down, and I know her by that black bag, and it need to be right where all the people can see you while you vigorously type a report. Plus, the executive chef was standing there like, "Ooh, I'm trying not to sweat, but Lord, she got me sweating bullets." And so he waved at me like, "Oh, I don't like you sitting right there." Then one of the directors pops up, speaks to the health inspector, and then she deliberately walks over to me. She's like, "How you doing today?" "I'm hot. I'm tired. I'm just trying to stay out the way." Mind you, yesterday morning, they did the most disrespectful thing. They served cream of wheat and called it grits. And I said something. Well, thank you, Richard. I appreciate that. They served cream of wheat and called it grits, and I brought it to the woman's attention. She was like, "Well, are you sick?" "No, it's a health code violation. Someone with celiac disease cannot have cream of wheat, but they can have grits. So when you put grits on the menu, they believe that's what they're eating because they may not know how to recognize something on sight. So you're going to make them sick. How do you think you're not responsible for that?" Richard, do me a favor, please, and hit that like button for me, share with your friends, and go ahead and subscribe. I think this is the first time we've seen you here. I appreciate you stopping by. So I'm sitting there, and I recognize how long it takes. Not only have I been inspected by a health inspector, but I've been inspected by EcoSure, and they are 10 times worse than your health inspector. They go in with the light up underneath the soda faucets and all kinds of things. So we really have to be careful out here. I'm really happy with my popsicle. I don't want to move. I don't want it to melt on me. But anyway. So I recognize that more than likely she put the two together, right? That because I spoke to her that morning about a health code violation, well, 3, because they already know that I'm a culinarian, and then the fact that the health inspector showed up, and I put my name on the report, that it was me. Now, I follow the rules damn near to a T. Show up, do community service, all the things that I need to do, so on and so forth, right? Thank you, Richard. I appreciate the compliments. I'm learning to accept them more often, more freely. Anyway, so they do other things. They go after the people around me. If I tend to show a bit more appreciation or care for one person, the next day they're getting piss test, they're getting exited, they are stuck on some crappy detail. Oh no, but it's not retaliatory. And it couldn't be because I shine a light on what we know to be discrimination. They'd say, "No, we would never discriminate. We're Christians." Well, guess what? I ain't. I never told you that I was. Never told you that I was going to go to your chapel. I never told you that I was going to be a part of any other program than the one that I'm in, employed housing, so I could buy my else a home, while being here. There are too many other people, though, who are making a homeless shelter their home, and they call it their house. Did you clean up your house? Did you clean up your whole house? You are still institutionalized, and they are using that against you. They are placing the fear of God in you. However, the God I know, I do not fear. That's my Father out here. Even when my daddy spanked me, it wasn't fear of him. It was fear of that belt. You understand? I could talk to my Father about even anything. Even in my 30s, when I was doing things I had no business doing, my dad talked to me. He listened to me. He was loving. So the title of this stream is Slow Down. He's trying to show you something for all of those reasons that I just stated. And shout out to Mr. Lester. He's this amazing gentleman who works there. And that's what he told me yesterday. I was already sitting still. You're from California, Richard? Recently, I've met a few people from out your way. You into cars too? I know, right? My play got some competition. Oh, my play had to leave though. I feel so sad. I haven't heard anything from him. In the meantime, in between time, I continue to work on me, my happiness, and being there for the people who show up for me and make me aware that they're decent human beings. Despite our circumstances, I am not my circumstances. So they should have heard me when I said, yo, I'm a whole chef out here. When I tell you something wrong, you should listen to me. And if you don't believe me, ask me for my resume. But this shit, it ain't okay at all. One of my favorite people is ill right now. He's got food poisoning. I know he does. It hurts my spirit. So I'm trying to look out for him. I'm like, I'm sorry, but you're going to have to eat a brat diet. Bananas, rice, applesauce, and toast. That's going to be your best friend. Uh-oh. See? Here's the thing. What is it? Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil. Not even them demons up in that motherfucker. Richard, I'm gonna need you to chill out. I appreciate the compliments. Do not get me wrong. However, I'm trying to do the right thing out here. Let's just say it's been a lovely few days. I've seen a lot. I've heard a lot. I've been given more love in more ways than I could have imagined, even in the face of people trying to hate me. I don't understand it. Because I don't hate anybody. In fact, I've chosen to divest myself of hate to include hate of self and others. So if people have a problem with themselves, then that's their problem. If they have a problem with me, it's their problem. Because I show up in the world as genuine as I can. Just being Janine. Richard. There you go. Richard, I'm not single. I am in the midst of working on a divorce. So I am estranged and separated out here. How about that? And besides that, you're in California. I'm in Tucson, Arizona. Who's going to move? You going to fly me out? I don't do that. Well, yeah, I do. You can fly me out for a job interview. You can fly me out for a weekend getaway. But I can guarantee you ain't getting no ass then or today. So let's just go ahead and pull it on back a bit. You my homie, though. I appreciate you. Right. See, that getting flued out will get you in trouble. We don't do that. I will fly myself. If what I'm going to get into is basically what you're going to do when you get flued out, I'll pay for my own trip. Right? Because when you get on my nerves, I'll leave. And if you are lacking in the arena for which you brought me out, pimping, I'm going to tell you about yourself and I'm going to go on about my way. I might even find somebody else to play with that day. So let's just be honest, be real. I'm different. I'm a whole lot of different. Y'all are funny. Y'all are a little extra funny, real talk. That's the thing about it, though. I'm a lot of different. So when I show up over there, they can't stand me. I'm happy. I laugh. I sing. I dance. I invite other people to my personal party. I'm a get down of one. I'm a great time. All the way around. Yes, Richard. You bet on the right horse, though. I say all of that to say, as I said at the beginning of this stream, misery loves company, and I'm not miserable. However, when miserable people meet someone like me, they want to steal my energy. They want to steal my joy. They want to steal my shine. If nothing else, they want to pull me down to their level. And that's just somewhere I refuse to be. For everything, there's a day of reckoning. And what I've begun to notice from my time on YouTube, my community that I was in before, being here, I tell the truth. And if my truth brings about positive change, then I'm cool with that. It may bring about a little bit of pain. And if you know anything about the life that I live, you know, like a little bit of pain with my pleasure. So we're doing all right out here. Outside of that, we all have to take our own accountability. Be responsible for whom we let our lives, how we allow them to show up, and what we take off of them. So, if it means temporary hardship for good people as they come to recognize the evil that's been sucking on them, siphoning their life essence away, then I think that's okay. Because I'm still here, and I'm willing to help them through it. And really, once your eyes are open and the veil is lifted, there's no need for me either. Ah, Richard. Ironically, Richard, that might be a reason that you don't like me, because I've come to find recently that not all folks in wheelchairs, yet some believe that gives them some type of special privilege over other people. Like, here's the thing. So you are visibly disabled. I am not. My disabilities are insane. I have fibromyalgia, complex PTSD with dissociative identity disorder. I have chronic fatigue syndrome and a couple of other things. So my disabilities are unseen. Yours are not. So you're given preferential treatment by some, yet not by me. So unless you ask me to push you somewhere, I ain't pushing. I don't care how long you take, I'll wait. If you get on my nerves, I will move you. I will say, excuse me, and take my happy ass right on around you. Why? Because what? You're no different from me, right? And there was supposed to be equality out here. If I gotta ask somebody to help me lift, move, or do something, you should too. That anticipation, expectation, entitlement. I don't know, you should. Now, if I like you, if you're respectful, if you act right, if I'm in a good mood that day, I might go out of my way for you. But don't expect me to do anything just because everybody else has. That ain't how the good Lord works. Okay? All right. You pass that along to your friends on two wheels, because me on these 2 feet, I don't be interested in talking that shit to them. I don't care. I just go on about my business. That's the thing. If more folks up in there would learn to mind their motherfucking business, we'd be all right. But instead, they're in mine. I get paid to mind my business. I get paid to take care of other people's business, to help them grow their business. What I don't get paid to do is give up about anybody. Now, when I'm elected, I'll behave better. Because I'm being paid to care then. I'll be honest about it. I'm already a good person. I already care enough to want to change the world for you. That should be enough for you to appreciate me and not antagonize me. Don't be in my face. Don't be staring in my mouth while I'm talking, because I'm going to stare you right in your face. Bruh, seriously, this lady was staring at me while I was talking. I just walked over to her. I was like, hey, my name's Janine. What's your name? She told me her name. I was like, great. Since we're going to be all up in each other's face, I thought we should introduce ourselves. Nice to finally know you. And then I moved on. She continued to stare. Not anymore, though. Now when I look at her, she turned her head the other way. Good job. Good job. Because I'm a little bit crazy. Actually, I'm pretty sure I'm a whole lot of crazy. I was talking to my roommate about this yesterday. We're going to all find out on the same day how crazy I really am. Because, like, I've never let my crazy off the leash. You can ask my children. I told my kids I was crazy. children. I was crazy. So don't try me. There's that song. Try Jesus. Don't try me. Because I throw hands. But see, I ain't never really had to fight anybody in a long time. However, push up on me the wrong way. And that might be the day I unleash my crazy on you. I know you don't want that. I don't either. Because I do not know what she's capable of. I've never let her off the leash. Reining her in all the time. Spirit got a whole lot of rah-rah in him too. And the two of them combined, bruh, it could be trouble 101. Mm. So I make it my mission not to get rah-rah out of pocket out here. I maintain my frame. Sister Inez, you asked me, do I work on my triggers? What I will say is this. In order to put away self-doubt, I had to begin to do the work of self, which each day I told you I do something different daily to achieve a different outcome. To the point where I've achieved a different me, a very disciplined, mindful me, self-mastery. Some of that 33rd degree type shit. I know full well who I am, and honestly, what I'm capable of. Which is why I hold tight. I slow down. I listen to the world around me. God, the angels, my ancestors, my spiritual team, spirit. I gather it all as I gather myself and my senses. I move on intuition, which is a finely honed instinct at this point. I like that knife and steel on my shoulder. Only difference is I refuse to be anyone's phoenix anymore. I'm a Memphian by blood, not relation. So when I get out here and I pimp this shit, I pimp it for all it's worth. I'm tactical in all my movements, strategic in my plans and conversations. Don't mistake it for manipulation, though. It's knowledge, wisdom, understanding, turned into culture and freedom. And now I'm on the power and refinement. See those last 5 numbers, 4 plus the 0, don't really matter in that way because you have to make a choice as to whether or not you're going to live or be evil in this thing. Once you decide to live, God got you. You can build on the positive, destroy all negativity, and be born again in your own cipher. Yet I refuse to cycle through life anymore. This will be the last lifetime, and it'll be a long one. I intend on living to at least 104. You want to join me on that journey, Richard? That's a long time in a wheelchair. I'm not saying you can't do it. I just want you to know what it's about. Here's the thing about a wheelchair. It, in and of itself, is an assistive device. It assists you in getting around. You got to know where you're going. You got to know the route. You got to have some type of plan, a blueprint. Me, I'm the prototype for a whole lot of things. So, I continue to enjoy this journey. Now, we've been live for about 35 minutes, and that was about the time that the phone got too hot last time. Ooh, and even standing in the shade, it is on fire. So, I think that I am going to bid you all adieu and head back to the spot. Ooh, wait, what time is it? Ah, boo. I still got like another 45 minutes. before before I can go to where I want to be. But don't worry about me. I'll figure something out. In the meantime, it's been a long time. So keep your spirit up. I'll see you in the streets. Deuces. Mwah. Thank you for being here, Sister NH. I love you. Remember, God does too. If you do nothing else today, wait on the Lord. Give it to Him and wait. Don't anticipate. Don't expect anything. Wait on God. He got you. Peace. We out.